But I never told you about the story about this house over here. So what reminded me of it was at the previous house with the dog, that little dog that was just yapping at us in the middle of the street forever. And then you drag them over to the other. You drag the dog to the neighbors. Let me see if it's their dog. That was very strategic of you. That really you were just like, I want to pawn this dog off to someone else. So then you left, and the dog's just standing there barking at them for the whole time. That was clutch, man. I appreciate that.
And it still was when we left there.
Yeah. Really?
It was still there. I think it left maybe about 15 minutes before we left.
Oh,
but it started going back up the street and started chasing cars and other people walking up.
Oh my gosh. I just don't understand how people don't discover that their dog is missing unless this dog is really far away from home and their owner is legitimately looking for them and just has no idea where they went.
From what the one of the guys working there was telling me is just some old dog that's running around not knowing what it's doing. I think it probably just left from some other part of the neighborhood and just came over there.
Just wandered over through the woods. There's a lot of woods back here. So that just reminded me of the story because that dog just really reminded me. So this house over here next to my weekly client, they at one point wanted me to take care of their lawn, and you know, long story short, without getting into all of that, you know, I eventually canceled that service. You know, I said I couldn't take care of it. I won't go into details of that. It's really just business as usual type stuff. I couldn't deal with all the work that they needed to be done by myself at the time. Plus they were just kind of a pain. We all have those customers, so I don't like to bash anyone like that, but so that's why I won't go into details. But the funny story is they have 3 dogs, right? So this can be part of giving you a clue of why I canceled the service. But they have 3 dogs, all 3 different sizes. So they have this little tiny dog, the yappy dog like the one we saw, a medium-sized dog, and then they have a Great Dane. So, and they just let the 3 of them run around the back, and they just own that backyard, right? So we can kind of figure out where we're going with that, right? The 3 of them own that backyard.
Yeah.
And the homeowners really could care less, right? So I'm like, yeah, okay. We're done with that. So, you know, amongst many other things. But the funny story is, like, when I first, like, was kind of taking care of the yard, or I think she was just trying to, like, talk to me about it, at one point, like, so, like, I was here, she would always talk to me when I would come here for my regular client's yard, and, like, I was here getting ready, I had my truck door open, and she kind of startled me from behind and was like, oh, hi, can you give, I think it was the first time, she's like, can you give me a quote for my yard, how much to cut and this, and started rattling off all these things, and was kind of, like, pulling me over, like, you know, like, verbally, like, walking towards her house. So I followed her over there and was looking at her yard, we're talking. I left my door open, you know, because I was in the middle of something, not thinking anything of it, and by the time we were done talking, she's like, oh, where's so-and-so, whatever the name of her little dog is. Apparently she had her dogs out with her, or that dog out with her, or whatever, somehow just lost her dogs, and we turn around and there's her dog in my truck eating my lunch.
Oh god.
And
no,
she's
no. No.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I've had it where, like, I've had the truck door open and the dog just kind of jumps up and just looks out the window and just sitting there and it's kind of cute and all that.
He was chilling in my in my truck, like all up in the center console here, eating my lunch. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Get out of there. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, so that should have been like the first red flag. I should have ran from the hills. I mean, I have to take care of this one property every week, so I can't really run. But I mean, so I should have just been like, no, I can't help you after that. But I just, you know, I nursed that relationship along until I couldn't take it any longer and just canceled that. But I never told you that story.
Yeah, you never did.
That was clutch, man.
To anybody watching this and is still interested in getting the lawn care industry, this is some of the stuff you have to deal with. It's fun.
It's good times.
You'll deal with some really special people.
Yep. At the end of the day, though, after the fact, you can at least we can laugh about it now. By the time I was hungry. So it's looking like the season is coming to an end. All that frost, things are slowing down. Right, Kevin?
Yeah, sounds about right. Just slowing down this year. It's been fun.
This guy, man, he this is one of my employees' kind of, Kevin over here. Now he's like leaving me high and dry. He's going to corporate lawn care.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be a field manager and supervisor for the Rupert Landscape Group up in Richmond, Virginia. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good change. It's a good company, good people, a lot of good work in the area. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to, you know, learn some tips and tricks from this guy from the big leagues, you know, like, because hopefully, you know, he can get me some inside scoop. Maybe I can even do like a little interview, you know, a little get to know the pro with these guys.
Get to know the pro with Rupert.
Yeah, because there's like nothing like that. Like no companies like that have a channel or anything like that. So there's not really that kind of information out there. So it'd be kind of cool to pick their brain a little bit. I know they're like way beyond that, right? They're not even thinking about that kind of stuff. They got this huge business. That's all they're thinking about. They should be thinking about social media and marketing to a certain extent.
Yeah. Well, I think they're starting to do a lot more with YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, I'm sorry, Facebook. Do a lot with Facebook, posting pictures.
Right.
I think because they're trying to recruit younger guys a lot more, and they just go to colleges and recruit people, or they just get people from word of mouth. They're trying to think of new and innovative ways to get people onto their team. So maybe just YouTube, or even just doing something like Get to Know the Pro, because Echo does all the Get to Know the Pro stuff, right?
They've been sponsoring. Yeah, they've been sponsoring a lot of the shows. Yeah.
And Rupert, 90% of their handheld equipment's Echo.
Oh,
so
sweet.
That could be kind of like a good little
segue there.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Who knows? Maybe they can do something for them. We'll see. I mean, first let me make sure they like me first. Make sure I can get on the team and I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably drop some information to my bosses and let them know. But hey, you know, I have a friend of mine who does this YouTube channel. Maybe it could be a good recording tool or a recruiting tool.
Right, there you go.
For real, that's the word.
Yeah.
I can't English at this point in this season. I can't talk.
It's fine, man. The season's coming to an end, man, and
it
always happens when you find a good one, right? Something happens, and they gotta, you know, they're out.
We're very high in demand.
Yeah. So, but good work. I appreciate everything.
It's my pleasure, man.
Thanks.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss all the sarcasm that we have every day.
Yeah. We'll have to definitely stay in touch. Have lunch. Get together with Will and Zach.
Yeah.
And everybody else and
we'll
Scott.
have to get the
all
whole
locals.
Richmond crew together.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing something over the winter, actually. So any of you Richmond or close to, you know, within a couple hours of Virginia area, you know, like. Be on the lookout. I might be having some little winter meetup at like Dave and Buster's or something cool like that. We can have a good time there.
Lawn
right?
and liquor or something like that.
There you go. There you go. Richmond's Lawn and Liquor.